Alright, so today we're looking at SAM2, which is Meta's follow-up to their segment anything model. You remember SAM from last year, the model that could segment pretty much anything in an image with just a click or a box. Well, now they want to do the same thing for videos, and honestly, it's about time someone tackled this properly. The core idea is pretty straightforward. You click on something in one frame of a video, and the model segments and tracks that object throughout the entire video. They call this promptable visual segmentation, or PVS in short, which is just their fancy way of saying click on stuff in videos and we'll track it. You can use clicks, boxes, or masks as prompts, and you can even correct the model's mistakes by clicking on other frames if it loses track. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The architecture is actually quite simple, which I appreciate. They basically took SAM and bolted on a memory mechanism. The model processes videos frame by frame in a streaming fashion. None of this load the entire video into memory nonsense. Each frame goes through a Hiera image encoder, which is basically a hierarchical vision transformer, and then there's this memory attention module that conditions the current frame on memories from previous frames. The memory system is the key innovation here. They store two types of memories, one for recently processed frames, like a FIFO queue of the last 6 frames or so, and another for frames where the user provided prompts. This is smart because prompted frames are more important. They contain ground truth information about what the user wants to track. They also store these object pointers, which are just lightweight vectors containing high-level semantic information about the object. What I find a bit suspicious is how they handle ambiguity. When you click on something ambiguous, like clicking on a tire, do you mean just the tire or the whole car? The model outputs multiple possible masks and just propagates the one with the highest confidence. This seems like it could lead to some wonky behavior in practice, but they don't really discuss failure cases much. Now, let's talk about their data collection, because this is where things get a bit intense. They build this whole data engine with humans in the loop, collecting what they claim is the largest video segmentation dataset ever. 35.5 million masks across 50,900 videos. They call it SAV. The data collection went through 3 phases, each time putting their improving model back in the loop to help annotators work faster. Now, here's something that bugs me. They keep comparing themselves to methods that were designed for different tasks. Like, they compare to XMEM++ and Qt, which are semi-supervised VOS methods that expect a full mask on the first frame, while SAM2 can work with just clicks. So, it's not exactly apples to apples. That said, when they do compare on the same tasks, SAM2 does perform better, often by significant margins. The results are, however, impressive. On their zero-shot evaluations across 9 video datasets, SAM2 consistently outperforms baselines that combine SAM with video trackers. They show about 3 times fewer interactions needed compared to previous approaches. On images, it's 6 times faster than the original SAM while maintaining similar or better accuracy. One thing I really like is that they're releasing everything. The model, the dataset, even the training code. That's proper open science right there. The model runs at real-time speeds too, at 43.8 frames per second for their B+ version, which makes it actually usable for interactive applications. But let's be real about the limitations. They admit the model struggles with thin structures, fast-moving objects, and crowded scenes where similar objects are close together. And while they can handle multiple objects, each object is processed independently. There's no communication between different object tracks, which seems like a missed opportunity. The memory mechanism is neat, but also somewhat limited. They only keep memories of recent frames, plus prompted frames, and everything is stored as spatial feature maps. This means they might lose important temporal patterns that could help with tracking through occlusions or appearance changes. Overall, SAM2 is a solid incremental improvement over SAM for videos. And the streaming architecture with memory is elegant, the data collection effort is impressive, and the results speak for themselves. But it's not some revolutionary breakthrough, It's more like Meta doing what they do best, taking an existing idea, scaling it up with lots of data and compute, and releasing a polished product. The real test will be how well it generalizes to truly challenging real-world videos, not just their benchmarks.